Now in the second part, you can see that the circuit is completely disconnected. The capacitor has to be discharged. So we have discharged the capacitor so that there is no voltage across it for the part from the part 1. Now you can find here that switch S2 in the circuit diagram. It is in off state. Off means the unknown resistance is not connected in the circuit. Switch S1 is also in off state initially. So here there will be only capacitor in the circuit, there will be no resistance. So the internal resistance of the capacitor will be used to discharge the capacitor. So again we'll start with the connection. I will request Subhash to make the connections. So first of all, the power supply is connected. Power supply is connected across plus and minus terminal. Then a multimeter is connected across the capacitor to check the discharging voltage for every 60 seconds interval. The switch, power supply switch, is in off state, so the capacitor will not get the supply initially. S2 is also in off state so that the unknown resistance is not connected in the circuit. Now we will adjust the voltage of the power supply to 30 volts by turning on the power supply. So it is at 30 volts now. Now we will turn on the switch S1 so that the voltage is supplied to the capacitor. So we have turned on the supply such that the voltage across the capacitor is the voltage of the power supply, approximately same value, 29.6. Here is 29.8. Now we have to switch off the power supply and check the discharging path, discharging voltage across the capacitor by turning off the power supply switch and switch on the stop clock. So we will do it simultaneously. So the stop clock has been started, power supply is switched off, and you are finding that the voltage across the capacitor is dropping. Now since the unknown resistance is not connected in the circuit, you can find that the rate of discharge or the time required to discharge the capacitor is more as compared to when the unknown resistance was connected in the circuit, because the discharging path is through its own internal resistance. So earlier it was an unknown resistance that was connected in parallel with the capacitor. So the additional discharging path was there. Now there is no discharging path. So at 4 minutes approximately 25.7 volts was there. So in this manner, at every 60 seconds for 10 minutes we have to take the observation. So there will be 10 different observations. You can see the discharging rate is very slow. So at 3 minutes, the voltage across the capacitor is 22.8 volts. So in this manner, we have to take 10 set of observations after every 60 seconds. Now with the help of these observations and making use of the formula, we can get the value of unknown resistance, that is the high resistance that is in mega ohms. So this is the procedure of how to perform the experiment for measurement of high resistance by loss of charge method. Thank you.